Oh, dude, this is getting crazy. Yeah. So we know who Jack Smith is. We understand that at some point it seems like his actual appointment was somewhat not legitimate at all when it comes to his power structure, what he was being, how he was empowered to go after Donald Trump, and probably one of the largest and most egregious lawfare cases, facilitating people in the FBI to do what looked to be allegedly not legal things when it came to how they did searches on the homes, the malicious way that they went after everybody in the Mar-a-Lago estate, and actually they themselves meddled with classified documents to try to frame Trump in a way. They even facilitated some nefarious acts through the National Archives to try to get Trump in trouble. So really, when you look into the whole thing behind Jack Smith and his play behind how he went after Trump and tried his best to try to keep Trump off the ballot, to keep Trump from being elected, this probably is going to be a record-breaking epic case when it comes to what may incur being the fact. And I don't know if he got a pardon or not. I'm pretty sure he got pardoned. I think he did. I have to look into that. I don't know. These were so many. The pardons just go everywhere. The clemencies to everything. Biden did the most egregious and overstepping of political power we've ever seen as well. Of course, the mainstream media won't actually do any kind of reporting on any of that. But here we are now. So Trump's DOJ, who actually has gone scorched earth, that's what that says in this article, and files more than a dozen partisan officials. They fire these people. More than a dozen partisan officials and Jack Smith's team. Trump's Justice Department went scorched earth on Monday, which was today. Today, today. Well, I'm shooting this videos today, but it'll go up a little later because we're rolling through stuff, and I want to get content out. So, anyways, so
Doing this video strictly for
27,
Rumble and my Rumble
and
audience only, because
so
this would not
he's
fly on YouTube one bit whatsoever. But
this is it for Jack Smith, dude. This is it for Jack Smith. He's at least well, okay. What ends up happening to the people on the team? Did they not think this was going to happen? Really, Trump's Justice Department went scorched earth. They decided that over half these people have been fired. By the way, does this even fall under the DEI thing? Because I mean, what caused this? Was it the lawfare or was it the DEI executive order that was put in place? But reading the article, Jack Smith indicted Trump on more than 37 counts in a Florida court espionage case related to President Trump's lawfully stored, by the way, they were lawfully. When you look back and actually go through what really happened, the way that these documents were stored was in a lawful manner. And not only did he, but other special people that were allowed to have access had access to the facilities to where these documents are being held. So there was transparency so that they could actually see that they were there. There was 24/7 camera monitoring of the area so that if there was any issues of who was in these areas or what was being done, this could be easily got back on. Everything about how this was handled way better than any president that handled classified documents. When you look at how people like Bill Clinton had like a bunch of classified documents and like tapes that he recorded a bunch of people in the Oval Office, which technically isn't illegal, but all of these conversations could have been considered top secret and or very detrimental to the intelligence of the United States. He had all these stored at like an abandoned dealership. Biden had classified documents from before he was president stored at Penn State University's a garage, I mean, just where like Hunter Biden was staying, and all these people like allegedly Chinese officials were going to. But the reason why I couldn't go after Biden is because he wasn't mentally capable enough to stand trial. But he was okay being president though, and he, with his totally mentally incapacitated self, managed to figure out how to do all the necessary paperwork and come up with all the things you need so that you can pardon 1,500 people. That's just wild. And somehow or another, Trump's the bad dude. Like, yeah, Trump sucks. No, F you guys. Of course, the mainstream media is going to be going off on this, but it's unclear how many officials received the letter. The names of the individuals were not immediately released, but today, Acting Attorney General James McHenry terminated the employment of a number of DOJ officials who played a significant role in prosecuting President Trump. And the DOJ official told Fox News Digital, in the light of their actions, the Acting Attorney General does not trust these officials to assist in faithfully implementing the president's agenda. And they do not. Of course they won't. No. But so the action is consistent of the mission of the ending the weaponization of government. Yes, there's nothing wrong with this. This is not weaponizing government. This is only cleaning up people who did weaponize government. But of course, in a Marxist position, that a lot of the crazy, I have to say Democrats, but there's other sides of the aisle like Mitch McConnell and some other Republicans. So it falls on both sides of the aisle. You have to invert everything. You have to make good, bad, bad, good, lies, the truth, truth, the lies. This is how you break down a functioning society. Then you've got to have people that are willing to implement those policies. So you have to find people who aren't qualified but just want to make a name for themselves. Then you hire those people, which means that they were hired under weird conditions, which means that they actually, if you really sit and think about it, diversity hires would be a good thing, because you would find people that were good at the job but just not all the same, so that way you could give everybody a shot. But what the Marxists did was hijack something that could have been good, could have been used for good, and completely used it for bad, and now everybody hates that. And now that it just gives it all a bad name. That's not an accident. The rainbow, the swastika was supposedly, that was not a bad thing in its beginning times, if you do the historical background of that. But then the Hitlers got a hold of it and messed it all up. But so yeah, Trump's got 0 F's to give. Neither does the DOJ. Not to the fact that they're going to do anything illegal, but they're not going to worry about the public. Like not the public, but the public is approving of this, by the way. Trump's numbers are way up. But the opinion of the mainstream media doesn't matter anymore. CNN and MSNBS, when they try to bring out, their attacks on this kind of policy, it used to affect some of the decisions. Like, well, we better not do that. We're going to be all over mainstream media. And it doesn't matter anymore. Nobody cares about them. Don Lemon gets rolled every time he tries to encounter people on the street and ask them about Trump. He can't wrap his stupid head around it. And his stinky fingers that he crammed in his butt and made somebody smell. That's the thing. Anyhow, yeah, so big deal. Big things. Mainstream media on the decline, America on the rise, and America's now on the way up. So thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of the day.